How to lead by example. There are many important rules to keep in mind when you are trying to become an effective leader. One of the most important is that you should always lead by example. In other words, don't adopt the do as I say, not as I do mentality. You need to become a shining example of the kind of work that you want your team to accomplish, and avoid coming across as a hypocrite at all costs. So how exactly do you accomplish this? Let's take a look. Stay calm and collected. One of the most important ways to lead by example is to stay calm and collected. Be passionate about what you're doing and make it clear that you care, but don't get into a panic when a deadline is approaching and you don't have the work done. Why is this so important? Because emotions are contagious, and especially when you're in charge. You will act as a barometer for your team, and their stress levels will almost always be heavily influenced by yours. If you want them to keep calm and carry on, you have to do that first. Never ask someone to do something you wouldn't do yourself. Leading by example is not just a matter of acting correctly. It's also a case of demonstrating that you are willing and able to do all the things that you are asking your team to do. The most obvious example of this would be working late in an office, or avoiding taking a vacation on a certain day. If you have one rule for your team and another for yourself, then you won't look like a team player, and it will come across that you're only out for yourself. Guess what? When you're out for yourself, your team will follow suit and act the exact same way. Don't blame a higher up. Sometimes, being a leader means passing the buck. You get told by the CEO that you need to meet a certain target, even if that means working late, and then it's your job to pass that charming news on to your team. What's tempting to do at this point is to complain and rebel. You want your team to like you, and so you want them to know that this order did not come from you. The obvious answer? Complain about a higher up, and let the team know you're on their side. Except all you're doing here is setting a precedent for rebellion and putting everyone in a bad mood. Be professional and worry less about being liked.